Hi, Fuzzy. We are on to our next guest. Guess who it is? Okay, all right, I'll give you the answer. It is, or actually I should say, it's about the book called Actors Rendezvous. You probably have a good idea what it's about. Yes, it's about a journey in Los Angeles by an actor and what he's gone through, all his ups and downs, okay? And I tell you, there's some pretty challenging and funny things about it. So help me welcome Richard Pines.
We need to do it right, and we need to do it fast. I don't want any screw-ups.
I don't know about you, but I've never screwed up.
Well, there's a first time for everything. Make sure this isn't it.
Since when are you giving the orders?
Since Jerome put me in charge.
Why would Jerome trust you with the operation?
Yeah, where is he anyway?
He's not coming.
Why? He's never missed a shipment before.
Jerome isn't coming because we don't work for him anymore.
If we don't work for Julie and Jerome, then who do we work for?
All right, come on, let's move. The sooner we get out of here, the better. Come on.
Freeze! PCPD! Hands up. Hey, nobody move. I want you all to keep your hands in the air and turn around slowly. And you all know the drill. Down on your knees and your hands behind your heads.
That was some intense scene. Richard, welcome to our show. Tell us about that.
Well, thank you for having me. That was a little clip from General Hospital, one of the longest running television shows of daytime, over 50 years. And I was out in Los Angeles the summer of 2013, and I took a workshop with Mark Teschner. And the funny thing about Hollywood is that you never know. 13 months later, I got an email, and Mark said, I'd like to bring you on the show as a hired gun. So it worked out well, very well.
Now, some people wait tables in Los Angeles. Others work as bartenders. What do you do during the day?
You mean keep your day job?
Right, right.
I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for the last 10 years. But I joined the Screen Actors Guild, actually became eligible back in 1995. I worked on a film in San Diego, made for TV, called The Corpse Has a Familiar Face. Actually, at the time, starring Elizabeth Montgomery and Dennis Farina, who was in Law & Order. I was Dennis's stand-in. So I've been an actor on and off since '95, a lot of community theater in San Diego. But to pay the bills, I'm a certified teacher, and I recently took a little temporary early retirement. I've been a teacher for the last 10 years. I started in Oakland, 2 years in Florida, and I spent the last 7 years working here in Pima County as a certified government teacher. So that's how I kind of kept things moving.
This passion for acting, how did this come about?
I've got to be honest, I got into it accidentally. I was working for an attorney in San Diego, and at the time, Stu Siegel Productions was producing Renegade. And I walked into the office one day after I picked up some subpoenas from the law firm I was working for, and I walked in there and said, do you ever need anybody in the background as an extra? And they said, what are you doing next Tuesday? And I said, nothing. They said, we want you to be a mafia hitman. And actually, that was in the episode Rabbit and the Fox. And you can still go on YouTube and see that. And I had like a 60-second bit in it, a little close-up. And I tried to shoot somebody in a phone booth. So from there, I said, I got the acting bug, and I took some classes at the Old Globe Theater and did some community theater. But initially, to get into the business, all actors have a different story. Mine was accidental. It's worked out to be to my advantage so far.
The book that you recently wrote, what would the audience or what kind of person who has not been to Los Angeles expect from it?
Well, the first 3 letters of your show would match it perfectly: motivate, educate, and laugh. Because the journey that I undertook, you had to be motivated. You have to educate yourself about the industry, and you certainly have to be able to laugh. Actors Rendezvous came about while I was in Tucson a couple of years ago, and I said, you know, I'm going to move out there and spend 30 days And just to really see what it's like to try to break in, I traveled 1,400 miles in 30 days. I visited 63 different casting directors. And basically, it was a situation where we're knocking on doors. And Actors Rendezvous, it's two-pronged. For people that are not interested in or just go to the movies, they can see what it's like to be somebody other than Brad Pitt or Johnny Depp. Not that they didn't have their struggles, but also for the people that want to get into the business, this is what to expect if you walk into Los Angeles, cold call.
Okay. And for those who are young, aspiring actors, what can you suggest or recommend?
If you're going to move to Los Angeles, enroll in a university. Pursue your degree if you're into vocations. Pursue something in a vocational aspect. Get your education. And then attack Hollywood on your days off, when you're not working, things of that nature. But I would never suggest for somebody to save $10,000 and drive out to Hollywood. I'm not to say they wouldn't make it. I would just have kind of a backup plan and educate myself, because you can always work on breaking into Hollywood at any time or any age.
Okay. If they would like to get a copy of your book, and we'd like to show the book right here, where can they or how can they get your information?
You can go to my website, Richard Pines, P-I-N-E-S, richardpinesactor.com, and you can purchase a copy there. Also on my website, you'll see a lot of different demo reels, and you can enjoy some certain postings that I've put down just for the average actor on the street. So richardpinesactor.com, or you can contact me directly at richardpinesgmail.com.
Don't you look so excited? All right, ooh, that's a lot of enthusiasm.